here in the back roads of town, and this dirt road here is actually called 10 Cent Road, and it was built during the times of the Great Depression, and workers that built this road were paid 10 cents an hour. And just over here is a dirt road called Nickel Lane, and during the times of the sawmill town, this dirt road workers were paid a nickel an hour. Exploring around and visiting this old cemetery called Ehren Cemetery in Pasco County, Florida. And it's a really interesting area. You see, there used to be a small community here called Ehren. And many of the early settlers that came here are buried in this cemetery. It's a beautiful resting place today, really peaceful here. And it's one of the only remains from the town of Ehren. Let's take a walk inside the cemetery and look at some of these tombstones and learn about some of the history here. As I look around this cemetery, I'm seeing a lot of older tombstones and newer ones as well. And it's nicely kept up. And I really appreciate all the volunteers, the people that come out here and help keep this place looking really nice. And many of the grave sites here are decorated. And there's a lot of family members that come out here and help keep up their family sites as well. So be respectful when you visit these places, and I just wanted to say how much I and so many others appreciate all the volunteers, folks that keep these places looking so nice. We need more of that at these cemeteries and places of history throughout the state and all over. There are many folks buried here at this cemetery, a lot of grave sites, and there's some really old tombstones here. In fact, this one is hand scribed. You can see it's eroding away, so some of these are hard to read, but I can see this person died in 1909. There's another grave right here next to it. And this one is really hard to read as well. Very interesting here at the site is this historical marker, and describes some of the history about this area and the people that initially settled here in the Ehren community. It was named by sawmill owners Frederick and Louis Mueller. Ehren means place of honor in their native German language. Its post office opened in January of 1890, closed in 1950. It was burned down and rebuilt several times. By 1910, the community boasted a hotel and school along with Ehren Pine Company sawmill. The stagecoach relay station called 26 Mile House on the Brooksville-Tampa route was in the vicinity during the mid-1800s. A lot of infant graves here, and I see many infant graves at these old cemeteries. It's quite sad. And you have to consider it was a hard life in the early days. These people were coming to Florida and settling these small towns. They didn't have the modern medicine, access to hospitals and medical services such as we do today. There was many diseases, influenza, yellow fever. This person here didn't even live to be a year. They were born in 1908 in July, and they passed away in September of that same year in 1908. Gone to be an angel. Seeing some more tombstones here that are hand scribed. Very interesting. I can read these ones. Let's take a closer look. These graves date back to the 1800s, the later 1800s. Died in 1902. This one is really hard to read. Look at this, surrounded by beautiful wilderness here. Really nice trees here at the cemetery, towering over the grave sites. Now this is an older cemetery, but it's an active one today. Many of the family members of the settlers that originally came to this area still use this place as a burial ground. You can see some of the newer tombstones. It's John L. Buck, Alice M., born in 1907, passed away in 1978, and Alice was born in 1910 and passed away in 1989. There's a tombstone here of the person. They were born in 1956 and passed away in 2013. Here's Elizabeth A. Baldry, born in 1956, passed away in 2013. Next to this grave here is Robert M. Hickman, and he was in the U.S. Coast Guard, born in 1932 and passed away in 1988. A lot of veterans buried here throughout the cemetery, served in different wars. Here's Walter Owen, and he served in World War II in the Army. Born in 1914, passed away in 1986. Here's another Owen grave site, also a World War II veteran. Born in 1924, passed away in 1989. Served in the U.S. Army. Really nice memorial grave sites here for the Baldry family. And there's a veteran buried here, served in Korea and in Vietnam. Melvin Baldry Sr. Born in 1933 and passed away in 2010. And there's even a nice bench here that you can sit on. This name, dedication to him. Here's a tombstone with the name of McDaniel. Born in 1858, passed away in 1937. Name of Kingston, A.S. Kingston. Born in December of 1868 and passed away in 1912. Another McDaniel site here. John S. McDaniel. Born in 1848 and passed away in 1930. Safe in the arms of Jesus. Another McDaniel grave site here. And they were born in 1873 and passed away in 1951. Many of these family members here are named McDaniel along this area where I'm observing these grave sites here. Here is a World War I veteran, Levy Johnson, born in 1888, passed away in 1955. According to this tombstone, Grandma Jane is buried here. Selena Jane Thompson, born in 1938 and passed away in 2020. Beautiful resting place here. May she rest in peace. May all these people here rest in peace. Now, it's quite possible that there are many unmarked grave sites throughout the cemetery and beyond the perimeter of the fence here. There's a grave site here without a tombstone. There's a post sticking out of the ground indicating a grave there. Really nice day. The sun is shining, enjoying the breeze. Going through the area here, walking these country roads around the cemetery. This road was used at one time during the days of the town of Ehren.